Yeah, I'm Cecil Doyle, and I'm host of several shows on KRVS, including the Medicine Ball Caravan, Earth Beat, Jaman, Afternoon Classics, and Time for Jandek. I was a radio listener since a kid. I mean, my earliest memories are basically with a transistor radio in bed at night, looking for Beatles songs, when I was supposed to be in bed sleeping for school the next day. I'm there with my transistor radio under the sheets looking for songs. And from there, later on in life, underground stations started popping up, and I started listening to those. And just radio has just been something I've always been fascinated with, but something I thought you have to go to school to do that. I was the bassist for the first punk band that was here in Lafayette. It was a group called Toxin 3. We started that around 1980 and stuck around for about 3 years, but we couldn't there were no places to play here in Lafayette. I think we played in Lafayette a total of 2 or 3 times in our 3 or 4 year existence. We were always playing in New Orleans, Houston, San Antonio, Baton Rouge if we were lucky. When I first discovered KRVS, I was basically a caller, someone who would call in. Okay, what was that? How do you spell that? And then going out and trying to find the record or the CD. When the call was asked if I was interested in substituting for a program on KRVS, that's what kind of changed everything, changed my whole direction, and realized, okay, maybe I'm not a great musician, but I can play music. I love music, and it's strange that I actually kind of became a part of the local music community just by, for having a daily radio program that's kind of hitting the local sound each and every day. One of my favorite things about doing the Medicine Ball Caravan is that I was here at a time when a lot of groups that have become commonplace now were just starting up. Lost Bayou Ramblers were just beginning at the same time that I was doing the Medicine Ball Caravan. I think I was the first person that ever put them on the radio. Things changed in the 90s when you had more home studios, and because of that, a lot of the local musicians who started putting out records, it sounded every bit as good as the mainstream stuff coming out that I was playing. So it was easy to start incorporating that, and before long, you're playing brass bed next to the Beatles, So I kind of figured that would, that might be kind of a good idea and kind of a good boost to everyone's kind of general attitude about what they're doing if they're hearing their music next to whatever else is kind of popular, at the time. Basically, 30 years ago, there were a handful of bands in Lafayette. Now there's 5 on every block, the scene has kind of changed, so it makes it easy to program things, on a daily basis. No problem. Local music sounds every bit as good as anything that's coming down the pike anywhere else.